everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train, and July is National Blueberry Month, so let's celebrate with 4 easy and delicious breakfast recipes. I didn't realize how much I liked blueberries until recently. Now, blueberries are so good for you. They're high in fiber, they are high in antioxidants, lots of different vitamins. They're just all around healthy for you. And they are cheapest in the summer months. But even when it's not summertime, you can still enjoy blueberries by buying them frozen. A lot of times, they're cheaper when they're frozen in the off months. And they are still just as fresh and nutritious as the fresh ones. So I always keep a bag of blueberries in the freezer, whether it's for baking items, maybe it's for topping my yogurt parfaits. It's just all around an amazing fruit. And today I've got 4 easy recipes for you guys to try. Some of them are kind of similar. These are very, very easy to meal prep, so you can eat from them all week long. I've got step-by-step video instructions for each one, and I've got the link to each recipe down in the description, so make sure you check those out and print the ones that you like. So today we are making banana blueberry muffins, blueberry French toast, a blueberry French toast casserole, and blueberry oatmeal cups. So let's go ahead and get into them all now. Let's see how they're made. This first recipe is for banana blueberry muffins, which make for an easy breakfast and a snack recipe. So start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees. Then stir together 1.5 cups whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Next, in a separate bowl, mash 3 ripe bananas. Now these should be fairly brown because the browner they are, the sweeter they will be. Next, add 2 eggs, a half cup of brown sugar, half cup of Greek yogurt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and mix all of that together. Next, add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and stir all of that together. And then after that, gently fold in 1.5 cups of blueberries. Now these can either be fresh or frozen, just depending on the season. I use the frozen ones, so stir them in gently so that they don't burst and turn your batter blue. Next, divide the mixture into a muffin tin. I greased it beforehand, and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes until the tops are golden brown and a toothpick comes out clean. And then after about 5 or 10 minutes, transfer these to a wire rack to cool them completely. Now these are amazing with butter, with cream cheese, with peanut butter. It makes for a super delicious snack or a breakfast. Next up, we're making blueberry French toast. Now, the blueberry sauce is really, really easy. So in a small pot, add 2 cups of blueberries, again, either fresh or frozen, and then a 1/3 cup of water, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. You don't really need a whole lot of sugar for this. And then start bringing it to a boil. Meanwhile, mix together 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch with 1 tablespoon of water. Then stir the blueberries every so often until the mixture comes to a boil. Then use the back of a spoon or a potato masher to gently mash the blueberries. They don't have to be completely smashed down, just kind of enough to thicken it a little bit. And then add the cornstarch mixture to the pot, cooking it for another 5 minutes or so, stirring occasionally. Next up, we're going to make the French toast. Now, this is just a standard recipe. For me, for every 3 slices of bread, I use 1 egg and a 1/3 cup of milk. And then I also added some vanilla and cinnamon for some extra flavor. Now, I'm using Texas toast, but you can also use your favorite kind of thick bread. I think any kind of thick bread will work best for French toast. I dip the bread into the mixture, not soaking it for too long because they will kind of break apart, and then just put them on a griddle or a large pan, cook them for 1 to 2 minutes on each side until they are nice and browned. Now, I topped my French toast with this blueberry mixture, but you could also use it on top of pancakes, ice cream, you could eat it with a spoon. I mean, it's good enough to eat by itself. Our next recipe is a blueberry French toast casserole. Kind of the same thing, but it's in a casserole form. So preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then take a 1-pound loaf of bread and dice the bread into small 1-inch cubes. I just use a store-bought French loaf for this. It's nice and firm, so it will soak up the mixture pretty well. Layer half of the bread cubes in the bottom of a greased 9x13 casserole dish, and then sprinkle 1 cup of blueberries on top. And then just repeat both layers with the second half of it. Then in a large bowl, mix together 5 eggs, 3 cups of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a sprinkle of salt, and a half cup of sugar. And mix all of that together. Pour the mixture over top of the casserole and gently press the bread down into the liquid so it all soaks up. Let it sit for about 30 minutes, or you could store it in the fridge overnight and then bake it the next morning. After that, dice 2 tablespoons of butter into small cubes and lay them on top of the casserole. Bake this for 45 minutes until the egg mixture has set and the top is golden brown. You can cut it into 6 or 8 slices. You can top it with maple syrup, serve with your favorite protein. This is delicious and will last you all week long. This last recipe is for blueberry oatmeal cups. This is a definite meal prep recipe and makes a ton. So preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and in a large bowl, mix together 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 cups of applesauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 3 cups of milk. This is a very liquidous recipe, but it will bake into like a cake-like consistency, so don't worry. And this is also basically doubling a recipe because this makes 24 cups, so you can always have this recipe to make less. After that, add 5 cups of rolled oats, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 3 teaspoons baking powder. Now again, this mixture will look very liquidous, but the oats will absorb all this liquid as it bakes. After that, pour the mixture into 2 greased muffin tins. Now you'll probably get about 24 muffins out of it, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And then place a few blueberries on top of each one. You could also mix the blueberries into the mixture before doing this, but I like seeing the blueberries on top. Then bake them for 25 minutes until the muffin cups have set and a knife comes out clean. And then the most important part, you'll want to wait at least 15 to 30 minutes before moving these to a wire rack because they will break apart if they are too warm. So these are really good with maple syrup on top. Also serving with like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, some sausage, your favorite protein. These are amazing and they freeze really well. Again, these recipes are perfect to meal prep and eat from all week long. I love doing like 30 minutes of meal prep on a Sunday afternoon and then having the 3 of us be able to eat from that all week. It saves me a lot of time and stress during the week. So leave me a comment and tell me what are some of your favorite recipes that use blueberries. I'm always looking for more ideas. As always, make sure you subscribe, like this video, ring that bell so you'll be notified when more videos like this come out. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you later.